What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over a little bit about my truck, about everything I've done to it, what I have planned to do for it, and this is kind of just tippy-toeing into YouTube. I've never made a video before, so we're going to see how it goes. If it kind of does good, I know it's my first video, I'm not expecting anything, but I may just enjoy it. But let's go ahead and get started into this video. Starters, I have a 2011 F250 6.7 fully loaded Lariat Ultimate back from 2011. I got it 3 years ago, roughly, a little bit longer. It had 82,000 miles on a steel body. That is not bad at all. However, it did come down the line to what it is now. First got this truck, it was pretty much bone stock on some 35s. Besides, it had a basic delete and tune with a mini max tuner. After a little over 3 years, I have done a lot to this truck. I still have a lot more I want to do with it. I will never get rid of it. But let's go ahead and dive in a little bit to what I have done to it. Starters, I ended up putting a 4-inch 4-link BDS suspension lift on it. I paired that with some 63-inch traction bars from BDS, and I paired that as well with a BDS front steering stabilizer with Fox Shocks 2.0 with Fox Shocks all the way around the truck. This is a 4-link. Those are my traction bars. That is the gorgeous BDS front steering stabilizer with dual Fox Shocks. Wise, that's it. However, if we going to the wheels and tires, it used to be on some 35s, on some 22x12s. I believe they were chrome gear off-roads. They were my first considered wides, even though some people don't even consider those wides. Before those, I was on some 20x10 black wheels. So I was extremely excited when I first got these 22s. I finally switched to KG1s. These are my 37, 1350, 22 Nitto Recon Graps on my KG1s. Before y'all ask, no, they do not spin. Girlfriend did recently just drive all the way to Brownwood, about 3.5 hours away from me, to pick these up. Traded my old wheels plus some cash on top. Came all the way back home, went and mounted them and balanced them right away, and boom, on the truck. Lighting, it has 15 valence lights, 16 rock lights, 3 in each fender well, 1 under each door. It has, I believe, Customs Limited mirror lights. It has 4 rock lights under it. That I'm going to get to that under the hood in a second. 10-row high intensity inside and outside wheel lights. They don't look bright right now, but they're extremely dirty. It also has 800 stars in the headliner from Customs Unlimited. It has Alpha Rex front headlights, Go Recon tail lights, Go Recon third brake light. Also ended up doing a platinum grille. Walk around to this side. You will see platinum lettering right there. It's also on the other side. As well as you will see a platinum tailgate. Both of those clips, you will also see I have paint matched bumpers. This truck has a tuxedo black paint code. I ended up going ahead and doing paint matched front bumpers, and I did the exterior platinum swap. I gotta say, I love how it turned out. I was kind of hit and miss because I had the fully loaded Lariat grill versus the platinum. I loved it. We're still on the exterior of the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what's under the hood, what's done to it, and everything about that. This does look a little different color on camera, but in person, I promise it's the exact same. I have a Smeding diesel piping kit, an S366 non-VGT turbo right there from Smeding. This is from Blessed Performance. I have fast tie downs, all of it powder coated illusion purple with a heavy flake. Now, as much as I would love to say that was my idea, I have to give it to my girlfriend. She picked the color. She picked it out. Also did get me some billet cap covers from No Limit, and I have to say I just put them on. I'm in love with them. However, I have not put on my AC lines just yet, but I will be doing that soon. So those 2 little caps, they will be coming. That cap, there's one behind it. We have that one. We have this one. We have secondary coolant, and my AC lines here and right there will be going on soon. The truck did come factory with this pinstripe it has on it. It is not a painted pinstripe. It is a sticker. However, it has been replaced since that. At first, I wanted to take it off, but it just kept growing on me. So now it is a part of the truck still. It's a newer one, so we're all good there. You're thinking, why am I telling y'all what's coming up next? Well, I'm doing a full walk around of the truck, so if I leave anything, y'all just let me know, but I shouldn't, so I'm gonna try to get to everything. I'm gonna cover everything. This is a Gen Y hitch I picked up, I believe, from O'Reilly's about a year ago, probably. It's done great. I'll have to say, this truck does not tow anything. It's towed maybe 3 trailers of its ownership and me. So ever since I got it with 82,000 miles, it's what they call the pavement princess. These are extremely dirty. I promise they shine right up just like the wheels. I do have TSO frame overlays all the way around the truck. The 2-piece in the front is the 2-piece on the passenger side and the rear of the passenger side. I promise you, they shine right up, but this truck is daily driven no matter the climate. There's salt on the road. I try not to drive it, but sometimes it's my daily driver. You just can't get around it. I believe this is the last thing on the outside. I could be wrong. I kind of lose some of the things that I've done to it. However, it does have a spare tire delete train horn kit from Horn Blasters, and I have to say, it is one of my most favorite things I have on the truck. You just hit it, it blares. Someone cuts you off, train horn. You see your buddies, train horn. My dad even has one, and every time we see each other in town, no matter what, we don't flash our headlights. We don't do none of that. We just hit the train horns. That's it. This is my train horn. Be wrong, but I believe it shoots 175 psi as soon as you flip that switch. Not gonna lie, the inside of the truck is not clean, so I will not be showing y'all that in this video. However, I believe I've covered everything over my truck. I believe that's it. So future modifications I would love to do to this thing. I want 35 to about 45% over injectors from S&S Diesel. Besides all the piping and everything I showed you, it does have a DCR conversion. It does have an S&S injection pump. What else? I know there's more. I'm forgetting it. All that. It does have the stock. It does not have a fast or an air dog or anything like that. It is stock there. Man, I'm drawing a blank. I believe honestly that's about it for the outside. I will go over what's on the inside, and then I'll show you in another video when I get it all inside cleaned up. Inside this truck, it has, like I said, the 800 count stars. Has a 2.5-inch seat lift in the rear. That's because I have a custom box, the same leather as my seats and the same stitching as my seats, with two, at the time they were the new JL 10-inch subs. For 210s, I got them custom put in, custom tuned, and I gotta say, they hit hard. They hit so hard. I have some of my buddies who have 212s, and my 10s hit harder. Now, that's very hard to believe. You're probably thinking, what? A 10 hitting harder than a 12? Well, if you take the tuning on it and you get a good tuning with 210s, they can hit just as hard. Say that as in if somebody has 212s that are not tuned professionally or good in a sense. Now, if you have 212s that are tuned perfectly, they're gonna hit harder. That's just a given. But for 210s, it'll sit there and it'll vibrate the back of the cab. I do have the on the fly 5-position switch, because like I said, it does have custom tunes on it. 5 is only 150, but it also has a badass transmission tune on it. However, on the inside, that's roughly it. I haven't really made my way into the inside yet. I do know I want to do a crazy 12-inch screen on it. There's one that I believe Stryker makes, I believe. Badass. I want to do door panels with all the speakers. I want to do a head rack. I want to do it all. But like I said, I am 19, still going to school, still working as much as I can. I'm going to school to be a heavy-duty diesel mechanic, and I'm getting what I can done as well. I also have a girlfriend. I love her, but my money gets split 2 ways. Small thing I did miss on the outside is it also has fog lights, but also my lugs. They are spiked lug nuts. These are my spiked lug nuts. Also does have a bed cover. It does roll up. I do really love it. I want to say that's about it. I can't think of anything else right now. So when I come back and I do my video on the inside, I will, of course, if I think of something, add that into there. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, subscribe, give me a like, and let's see where this YouTube thing goes. Just realized something I did forget. I do have a CCV reroute. So I do not have the factory CCV, all that. It is just, it's rerouted. There's a hose that runs down. Every now and then it barely drips any oil from there. So yeah, that is one thing, but that is normal. But that is one thing I did leave out.